Now, oddly enough, it was not Trump saying that we should merge Canada and the United States that made the left melt down over this clip. Shockingly, it was the fact that Mark Carney called Trump a transformational president, and the left is trying to spin it like Mark Carney was literally insulting Trump. Our first comment comes from Tracy, who writes, transformative is the most neutral way to describe that, and it's be pleasant. Ashley writes, you've complimenting him, and it appears you are doing the same thing as Carney, she's a master negotiator. This person writes, he didn't say it was a good transformation. White Claw writes, you can understand Canadians did fuck them. He was insulting him. Civics writes, he might be transformative, not in a good way. This comment from Henry saying, transformative, but not in a good way. The left are not handling this clip very well. So yes, folks, yesterday was an absolute blaze fest from Mark Carney all over President Trump's ego. They gave me a hard time coping with this because Mark Carney is reporting yesterday's events as they actually happened, where Mark Carney stood up to President Trump in his papers. Every other media in the world are telling the truth, except for ours. And Canada, even leftist media are shooting so hard over this meeting, trying to spin it. Like they put this article here on CNN saying, confidence, body language expert analyzes Carney's gift in Trump meetings. Yes, the code is absolutely astronomical. So yes, folks, after the meeting yesterday between President Trump and Mark Carney, and I don't know what's more cringe, the left's meltdown over Mark Carney blazing Trump, or Toronto Mayor Olivia Chow putting out this video yesterday. I can say this straight. She put out this video yesterday here in support of Toronto Blue Jays. Sorry, I can't even get through this. That's so cringe. I had to share it on today's show.
Why are you playing Roblox, bro? Loudly crying face.
Let's go all the way. And before we wrap this episode today, I just wanted to say this. Yesterday, I was in Ottawa for the sentencing of Chris Harper and Tamara Leach, and I kept walking around Ottawa, and something happened yesterday because MPs, conservative MPs, are now asking me for selfies. It's not you guys as subscribers. Conservative MPs are stopping on the street for pictures now. Now, I don't want to name the MPs and ask me for pictures, so I'll blow up their spot, but one MP posted our picture together, and I told him yesterday, oh, if you post this, Rachel Gilmore's gonna lose her bloody mind. And guess what? He posted our selfie together on his X account saying, it was nice to meet me. And I told Mr. Sunshine last night, I said, watch, Rachel Gilmore's going to melt down over this picture. And, of course, he had a meltdown over this picture. It was predictable. And I told Bob Zimmer, if you post this, the left's going to melt down. And kudos to Bob Zimmer, because he told me he doesn't give a flying F. Let the left melt. It's absolutely wild that not only are you guys, my subscribers, fans of me, but politicians are fans of his followers, pictures, and kudos to Bob for having the balls to post that. And let's see one more thing. The members of Parliament invited me to the House of Commons for a formal visit. Take pictures on the floor, all that stuff. Now, if I'm going to continue to create a media circus, we'll have to continue about this. Don't accept their invite from the conservative MPs, Moses in the House of Commons. You think this is something I should do? What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments down below. Alright folks, that is it for today's report. I want you to tell me in the comments down below, what did you guys think of that Trump and Carney meeting? Who won that exchange? Are you guys...
The news circuit is absolutely insane. Welcome back to Moose and Loose. My name's David. Today we've got the House session. Mark Carney noticeably looks terrified of Pierre Poilievre. Pierre just digging in and just annihilating the guy. He's drilling down on everything. Workers losing their jobs in the auto sector. Carney bragging about $500 billion going from Canada to America with expected $1 trillion in the next 5 years. And Carney doesn't want to answer for this. Considering Mark Carney's part of the problem, he moved Brookfield's headquarters from Canada to America. He's 91% invested in America. Pierre's got him on the back foot here, and what you're going to see is outrageous. House actually explodes into an outrage here as Carney won't stand up for his despicable, pathetic display in Washington yesterday. Let's jump into this. Before we go into the House session, this is an important piece of news that has come out. Carney raised Keystone XL pipeline revival in meeting with Trump. Never thought I'd see that. The U.S. president was receptive to the idea of energy proposal that could lead to lower tariffs, sources say. So Carney bringing up Keystone. A little recap on Keystone. It run from eastern Alberta down to America, basically. You can see proposed pipeline, this dotted line. The current one goes all the way through Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and down, but they want this diagonal one, basically adding another pipeline. All their stuff goes down to Houston, where America ships out most of their oil. They also have some on the East Coast as well, a bunch of new ones. That's where they're building a lot of their new ones. There's a couple on the West Coast as well. But so reviving this project, which would obviously help Alberta, and considering what's happening with David Eby, I haven't been able to get to that. There's a big feud going on between David Eby and Danielle Smith. There's just so much news, so I will get to that in another episode. But listen to this exchange where Carney will not stand up and acknowledge his failure in Washington.
One day after the Prime Minister met at the White House, promising that he would fight for Canadian workers, we learned from the U.S. Commerce Secretary that there will be no relief for Canadian finished automobiles. This after 700 Oshawa GM workers lost their jobs, with $4 billion of GM money going to the U.S. 900 CAMI workers in Ingersoll losing their jobs, with those jobs going to the U.S. And 150 workers at Stellantis being sent home while $8 billion of Stellantis money goes to the U.S. The Prime Minister failed to stand up for auto workers yesterday. Will he do so now?
Carney's not standing up. This is wild. They're telling Anita Nan to sit down. She's the one standing up. You can't see her. She's off screen right now. She wants to try to take this. This is a Wednesday session. And if you're new to this whole thing here, Wednesday is the day where Justin Trudeau, when he was in power, needed so he would answer all of the questions. So for years now, we've had Wednesday as the session where the Prime Minister answers all of the questions. Now, Mark Carney didn't want to continue this tradition because, well, he's a weak man who doesn't want to be accountable for his actions. But everyone is still expecting him to stand up, especially the first few questions. The Prime Minister is expected to stand up and answer the questions, and that's not what we have here. Carney's He's laughing. Look at this. He's having a laugh. And Pierre's calling him out here. Okay, here we go. Sir, what? He's the Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, please turn off the
Weak answer. The deal is everything. Trump can say this, that, or the other, and it doesn't even matter if it's Trump or any other leader, any other country we're dealing with. The words don't matter. The deals, the signed, inked deals matter. She talks about the auto industry and cars and her riding. I mean, car companies are leaving Canada. Jobs are being lost. The industry is being destroyed right now.
Mr. Speaker, yesterday the Prime Minister refused to stand up for workers, and today he refuses to stand up for workers. Secretary just came out and said that 25% tariffs will stay in place. Despite the Prime Minister's concession after concession, he backed down on counter tariffs, backed down on the DST. Yesterday offered $1 trillion of Canadian investment money, and still he can't win anything from workers. What does he say to those thousands of auto workers that are work because of his weakness?
He's getting up now.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker. Is the workers' terms and lower than because
this guy beating himself on the back is so cringe.
Mr. Speaker, give me $1 trillion and even I will say something else about this. How much is it going to cost to pay Canadian investment dollars to flatter this Prime Minister's ego? It would make you laugh if it didn't make you cry, Mr. Speaker. But for the workers in Ingersoll, in Windsor, and in Oshawa who have lost their jobs after the Prime Minister promised to protect them, how will they ever trust this Prime Minister again after he betrayed them?
He's not getting up again.
The Honourable Minister of Foreign Affairs.
This is so rich. You guys didn't even talk to China for months. They put all their tariffs on canola. There was nothing for months. And even then, what has come of that? Nothing. China's still tariffing our canola industry, seafood. And what do you guys do? You give them $1 billion ferry contract. This is disgraceful. Our government is compromised.
The Prime Minister will not stand up for the workers in this House of Commons, just like he refused to stand up for them yesterday. We have thousands of auto workers who have lost their jobs since this Prime Minister promised to protect them. These families are sitting around their tables wondering what is going to happen to them. They are among the 86,000 Canadians who've lost their jobs, leading to the second highest unemployment of any country in the G7. We have record lineups at food banks, and this Prime Minister is giving away $1 trillion investment dollars to the U.S. while paid people here can't even pay their bills. Why would he stand up now?
He's not standing up. This weak guy. The Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Speaker.
This is so embarrassing, having Anita Nand with her whiny voice.
We will make no lessons from the Conservatives.
What have you done? She's useless too. They're all useless. Bunch of losers. Carney can't even stand up and defend himself and his own actions. Why? He doesn't respect the Canadian people. He doesn't care about us. It's all big grift so he can make more money. Unfortunately, our population is too clueless to figure this out. Nearly half our population voted for a globalist, elitist banker thinking he would have a moral backbone, which he does not have. All they had to do was read his book to see what he was going to do. Carney's using us. It's obvious. Now I wonder, after this meeting, will some Canadians go, maybe he's not actually serving Canada? I really want to see some polling data, unfortunately, when you're out of the election cycle. It's few and far between, but I wonder if the next 2 weeks or so we get some polling data, we'll see that Carney's numbers slipping a lot more and a lot faster than they have been over the past few months.
Beginning to see why and how it is that the president has been able to bulldoze over this prime minister. He won't even stand up when he is confronted by the Americans. Just over an hour ago, a report came out that the U.S. Commerce Secretary said there will be no relief for Canadian-made automobiles going in to the United States. The Prime Minister was back down on counter tariffs, back down on the DST, back down on defense. Yesterday promised to push $1 trillion of private sector investment out of our country. How is he going to look those Canadian auto workers in the eye and tell them how he got nothing for them in return?
Yeah. I wonder if Carney, when he made that statement about $1 trillion being pushed over to America, was thinking of Brookfield. He's not a seasoned politician, essentially almost a Freudian slip. I don't know if he intended to say that in the way it came out, but it came out. He knows full well Brookfield will continue and probably increase their investments in America. So I decided to dig into this a little bit. This is Brookfield's website here. This is their global presence. And what do we see here? How much money, how much AUM, assets under management in every sector of the world. And what do we have? America with $550 billion. So I wonder if he was thinking about the total assets under management and kind of slipped it out. Does it come from other data, him talking about $500 billion of private sector money that has been invested in America over the past 5 years and going up to $1 trillion in the next 5? Either way, this 550 isn't from the past 5 years, just so this is clear. This is their total assets under management. Brookfield roughly invests $20 to $30 billion per year in America. Contrast that to Canada here. You see $250 billion total assets under management. In Canada, $66 billion. Just think of how this lines up with Mark Carney. They moved the headquarters. Carney voted for this as chair. They moved the headquarters. Carney invested in America 91%. If Canadians knew this, how could they honestly think that this guy is for Canada? Carney does not give a crap about our country. You're right. Carney wagging his finger there, and you got the whole Conservative bench calling him on it.
Mr. Speaker, it is a sad day in this House. That's very Shame.
This is a train wreck. Carney is a disaster speaking, and I get it, he's getting heckled, but the seasoned politicians up here, they can hear the heckling and they just talk through it, and because the mic is on them, it comes through quite clear, at least for us watching. But Carney here doesn't know how to handle this. He's an awful orator. He can't speak. His message not coming across strong. He can't even defend his position here. Why does he just come out and say, Mr. Speaker, Brookfield stock price has gone up 44%, and I'm proud of that because I'm heavily invested. The position. Mr. Speaker, the question about auto workers. There are auto workers who are sitting at home right now who do not know how they're going to pay their mortgages. This prime minister looked them in the eye and said he was going to protect their jobs. And then he said he would put his elbows up. And then he said he would get a win by July 21st. Then he said that he would have a deal. There's been no deal. There's been no win, and now for these workers, there is no job. Today we learned that he's backing down again on auto tariffs. Why is it that he's selling out auto workers at a time when they need it most? So let me get back up here. I just gotta say, Pierre is nailing this one. The tone, the cadence, the substance of what he's blasting on, it's A+. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Oh, this level's gonna be easy. I can definitely handle 5 guys at once. Oh, there's Mark. Could have predicted that one, huh? Well, Mr. Speaker.
Look at this. So Carney can't handle it. Even if there's one guy heckling him, he just can't seem to push through and continue speaking.
Japan, the European Union, the United Kingdom, on automobiles. Signed an accord on those. That is why we are fighting hard for our auto workers, and I put the president through notice yesterday. That's right. He just he put him on a cord, on a short leash, because he's in control. Mr. President, you have been it's going to give you $1 trillion. This is the tough negotiation. The deal, July 21st. To negotiate, simultaneously the counter-terrorists while he was giving speeches saying they have them in place. Yesterday, more concessions to the U.S. president, no, that the tariffs that were killing the sector would stay in place. These heroes come down and give our jobs to the American business down.
Keep the pressure on. Pierre is slaughtering Carney. He's getting up again, wants to defend himself. Look at his body language here. He's noticeably slumped over. His body language, he's defeated.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, support for the entire misunderstanding. The strategy with the United States. It means is paying less than 10% to Japan, when the UK, is paying 50, which is more than 10. To sign a deal that isn't in the interest of Canadians.
This guy's such a condescending, arrogant jerk. Talking down, I wanted to interrupt it there, I let it play.
And I think it's important for the entire misunderstanding.
So when he goes to speak here, you can see he starts leaning forward and like talking down like he's talking to a child. I was wondering if he's going to spit out something there. See, this posturing here, he's talking down, and because Pierre's sitting, he can try to treat him like a little child. That's what he's trying to do here. But in this case, he's doing it for the whole house.
And the 50, which is bigger than 10.
The this guy's outrageous. So arrogant. This guy might be more arrogant than Justin Trudeau.
He is already signing a deal that makes us worse off because he makes concession after concession after concession while getting nothing in return. Yesterday, he announced that his policies will drive $1 trillion of country as the agreement that he is going to sign with the United States. Means factories and plants closing in Canada. Most of all, in the sector, which is on the verge of being wiped out after he promised to save it. So can he tell me, did he demand the president of tariffs on Canadian oils, yes or no? Speaker. Mr. Speaker. Agreement yesterday, the president and myself, is to focus now on steel, on energy, the building blocks of our competitiveness, including our auto sector. Those negotiations must continue from a position that is the strongest in the world. It's less than 15, just less than 25, which is less than 50.
Alright, yeah, this society's fucked.
Check out this incredible deal someone just pulled from what? Live down below, Shohei Ohtani.
It's just more arrogance. This guy doesn't realize how awful this looks. Nobody likes a smug, arrogant.
What up, boys? It's your boy Skeet Hansen here, back at it again. This time, we're back in our favorite city, Roseville, right in front of this Walmart superstore, where we're going to be meeting our boy, Londo. This is what he looks like here. He looks fucking retarded. He looks so blazed, bros. He said, when he sent this picture, he said, my bad, the sun got hot. I sent another. But yeah, his name's Londo. He thinks he's going to be coming here to this Walmart tonight to meet your old girl. At first he says, how good are you at tongue emoji, eggplant emoji? He says, you know what I'm talking about. And then he goes on to say, have you dated or gave head to anyone? And he says, I'm serious. You better let me know something or you'll be sucking till the sun comes up. LMAO. Is he getting what? What's he talking about? I'm going to have to ask him about this. I told you what I want to do already. That's you trying to keep it a secret. Let me know what you need. Tongue out emoji.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
He says, I told you I want to see what that mouth did. And here he says, I want you to eat this like it's your last meal. This guy is poetic. Jesus Christ. I hope he had a good last meal tonight before he goes to jail. And just recently, he says, he drops this line. He says, okay, I'm going to come get you, and you're going down. Whatever I say, like my little sex demon. He's trying to make a... No rush. Right. He's trying to make his sex demon. So, clearly a really just... bad person here, Londo. It's 9:35 right now. He's supposed to be here at about 9:45, so we got about 10 minutes until he shows up here. So let's get into position and wait for him to show up to this Walmart. Yeah. So you think you can convince him just to come in anyway? I'm trying. I said Dodge to come in.
No, but I think it's too complicated.
Wow.
Yeah, he's still driving, so he'll be here in like 4 minutes. Yeah, there's a cop car parked like all the way like by the garden section, and then as soon as you walk in, there's a cop. So I don't, yeah. He just did 10 minutes of movies. Oh really? Oh, I forgot, bro. Color people time. Niggas always late. God damn, bro. Alright, we got 10 more minutes until he shows up. Hopefully he doesn't get spooked by the cop car being. is that deal where you get to the It's all gross. It's bad. Supposedly now, 1 minute until he shows.
He just told me his duration GPS is 8 minutes.
Oh my god, bro. Actually, the picture on his profile, his dating profile, is headrest, red, with an S symbol. I thought it was an Audi S symbol, but it's actually a Jag symbol. We just saw a Jaguar SUV roll up in here. It is definitely 100% that symbol. That Jaguar that just pulled up his hand, I think it's back all the way back there, and he's scoping the place out. Yeah, he's here, bro. I just looked at that symbol on the headrest, it's a Jaguar symbol, and I just looked up like the symbol for it on the headrest, and it's like the same exact thing. He just pulled in here, and it looks like he pulled out.
He just said,
Yeah, that was him for sure. Too many cameras, so he didn't see the cop car. You just get him to like pull up and just park somewhere. We can just like tell the cops.
Yeah, do you want me to pick me up?
Yeah, it's fine. Be like, okay, fine. I'll come out.
He said come to the gas station. Just working.
I figured. All right. Yeah. Which gas station? Yeah. There he's gone. He's right there. He's circling. Yeah, he's circling in the parking lot. They just leave the parking lot.
It looks like it.
Yeah, he just left again.
So he's circling.
Yeah.
He's too scared to go inside because cameras and there's a cop there.
Yeah.
So he said the cameras in there. You can come over to the gas station.
There's a parking lot. There's a gas station in the same parking lot that you could potentially just walk to, but we're not convinced to come that I think we're going to.
Okay, I'm in a red car. It's a brick wall. I promise you, just can't take no chances.
I'm just like,
Can't take no chances.
I know he went that way.
Yeah.
That he's over there.
This is doing the parking lot roll outside.
Did he hang on?
Yeah, we're good.
I don't know where he's at. Wherever he's at, I don't think he can see the parking lot of the gas station. So how to tell the cop hear what's going on. Maybe we can pull up on him.
Well, I said, I don't know where to go. We can turn right on the first street.
All right, we'll tell me.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck you.
How you doing? So we're doing a sting operation, catching online predators. There's been a Jaguar SUV circling the parking lot and a red wrap on the car. That's our guy. He thinks he's coming here to meet for sex. He's over, I believe he's over there somewhere. He's waiting to see the girl walk out to get in his car. But besides that, he's not gonna show up here again. We're hoping if we can stop that you guys can pull him over and get him, because he's not coming out. It's an SUV, Jaguar SUV. He's over there somewhere. He's chilling over there. He's gotta be over there. Okay. Yeah, so he said he's behind the brick wall. I believe he's right over there. It's be a red Jaguar SUV. He said go out the door and go right. So that if she went right, then he would see her. Over there if he's parked over there. I guess the guy he's supposed to meet him. It's a decoy. Decoy? It's a decoy. Yeah. We were hoping to get him to walk in the Walmart so we could catch him. But he's not. He just circled the parking lot 2 times and he went over there. It looks like. Yeah, I have a picture of him. I guess all the stuff here. Here's the individual. He goes by the name Lando. We tried running the number. That's what he goes by, Lando. Absolutely, yeah. Go for it. And we tried running the number. Nothing came back to it. Pretty sure it's a text-free number. Jaguar SUV red with a red wrap on it. Red wrap, yeah. It's like a red matte wrap. Yeah, we couldn't get the license plate, unfortunately.
If he can be along, if he gets out of that vision, he's
block away. So he said come to the gas station and walk which direction? To the right? Yeah. And go a block down? Yeah. Well, he's got to be. He's sitting there right now, then. He's got to be. I went out to request another car because I'm on a detail. Yeah, okay. No problem.
He's at Street.
He's on Massachusetts Street. Let me see where's on it. Yeah, that's yeah, right there. He's right there. He's right over there. Yeah. No, we just know where it's at. He's right behind this wall. I'm not also coming. Is he coming here? Yeah. Okay. I want to just let him know, hey, we have one on. Okay. You have him from maybe Massachusetts. Yeah, we have one. Yeah. Hopefully they can get your sings. I don't know how long he's gonna stick around there. He's waiting for her to he's waiting to see her right now. Okay, man. I don't want the cops pulling up on me.
He's so stupid. He's mad. Yeah. It's for the cops. We're gonna get you, dumbass.
Did he say the cross street yet?
Yeah.
How you doing? Good. How are you? Good. You got the? Can I see the text message? Yeah, I just showed it to him. He's about to leave like any second. But the costing, I want to see. Says I told you I want to see what that mouth do. Questions you won't be shy. Told you what I want to do is keep it a secret. I'm serious. You better let me know something, or you'll be sucking till the sun comes up. And yes, he says I want you to eat this like it's your last meal, as if she's ever us.
I want you to eat this dick like it's your last meal.
We're in Massachusetts. He said as soon as you turn on Massachusetts, you'll see him. Pretty much. It's a red. Did he tell you what the vehicle is? Yeah, red Jag wrap. Yeah.
You're going to walk from the local gas station down here to the corner. You'd be able to see the vehicle. Brick wall on this.
He said he's on the other side of the brick wall.
Okay.
Yeah. You and I can go make contact with him. Same thing like we normally do. The contact will obtain freedom rent. I mean, either way, check company. My man said, "Oh, I hope cops don't pull up on me."
So he's right there.
All right, let's see if Roseville Police pulls over a boy Massachusetts right there. Just a sharp red. There he is. There he is. Pull forward. Yeah, I think I forward a little bit. Yeah. Here he is. Here he is. There he is. All right, just stop right here.
Elbow bitch.
What's up, Lando?
This is all we can do. We gotta stay down.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna pull off as soon as we leave. So we can. Yeah.
It's the best I can get you.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, they said he's come with them, so.
He said no matter what.
Yeah. There he is. Land up in the flash. Oh, we're taking him immediately. Immediately.
Makes up Kobe's on.
He does. Yeah, there's an all-night. Do we have the forces on?
No, the forces.
Like sometimes this is how you have to do it when they're not willing to come in to Walmart, meet the default. Camera shot. So camera shot, Lando.
Pulling off the flip pussy, daddy.
Here we go. Yes, we got the money. What are you gonna do? We gotta go to the streets. Yeah. He doesn't use front lid. You know it's hard saying this was someone's life. Because he already said the cops for that's exactly what it looks like now. Foreshadow.
Phil Sims last time, and he like video, you know.
Yeah, and I sent the chat stuff.
Sanders.
I sent it to him, so he has everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then that's the context from start to finish.
Yeah. Those videos are never been.
Okay. And then and he drove from Indiana.
Indiana.
That's where his vehicle comes back to. Did he make mention? No, does he live in state?
No, he mentioned he was in Oregon.
Okay.
So he lives in Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
all right. Sounds good.
Is there anything that we can get an interview?
Once he's in the back of the cop car, I wish I could, you know. But like next time something like this happens, I mean, you're more than welcome to stand on the side right here and videotape.
Okay.
I can't say that other sergeants would be okay with it, but I work with you guys enough that you guys are standing right here. I can't tell you that we want to do.
Yeah, for sure. Right. For sure. You should. Yeah, appreciate it.
You know, if someone else came and says, "Hey guys, got to move an arm," then
yeah, for sure.
If it's me.
Yeah.
For something like this.
All right, we appreciate it.
I'll have Sanders reach out to you if he needs anything, but for I think we're all set. Thank you all for serving.
That was Lando. Unfortunately, we couldn't get an interview because he wouldn't get out of the car, obviously, and go to Walmart. And the cops just immediately booked him, which is good, but we couldn't get an interview, unfortunately. But we did put another one behind bars. He's going to be on the streets, and that, in my book, boys, is a win. Shouts to Roseville Police Department. This guy was probably going to kidnap her. I mean, it's crazy. All right, that's gotta be a couple of these girls. It's been a long day. Let's go back home and get on to the next one.
I love you, honey.
Sounds like the streets. Let's do a quick weather update.
It's tonight. Texas night. Breeze. 65%. Really cloudy. That's it.
like we're before whole. Yeah, and that's the thing too about insurance. Even if you don't pay it, say you get slapped with $5,000 bill in the mail and you don't fucking pay it, it cannot, the law cannot go on your credit report. So it's kind of like a jury summons. Get those in the mail. Nah, fuck that. Bring the trash. Not that I ever do that. Yeah, we have 4 on hold right now. Yeah, what happened? So now he's in conversation with Christina, for fuck's sakes. Jesus Christ. Is he coming back? Yeah. Good boy.
Christina, I love you, honey.
Years ago, back to the insurance thing while we're up. Shit. Years. Over a decade. I broke my nose, like 3 different spots. Both my oculars. Side of my cheekbones on both sides. Had to go in for an MRI, all that shit, blah, blah, blah. Get my insurance. I get the remainder bill in the mail. It was like $6 grand. Bring the trash. Never had a phone call, nothing, no fucking collection letter, nothing. There's a shit ton of fucking bones. But I've been lucky that I've never broken a major bone. You know, femur or fucking humerus. Small shit. Nose, toes, fingers. Ribs. More ribs. More ribs. Joey. Now he's blacked out.
This game is boring.